I've learned a lot about myself in the last few months for sure. It makes a massive difference, honestly. Gautam has made me understand what kind of a player I am and how I could go about my game. That way, it's been a massive learning being under him.
Welcome to timesofindia.com. My first question is Vashi, is there any rule that you want to change in IPL? And I can give you a hint, it starts with I. If Washington Sundar wants to change a rule in IPL, I can give you a hint, it starts with I. Your comments on that. Any rule you want to change?
You generally got to ask the audience because I'm part of the team. I don't think I've got any control in changing any of the rules, or I would even think of doing anything like that. So, audience will give you better answers and definitely a lot more entertainment.
The next question is on the game times. Since you have been part of all the three formats, and you even in the IPL teams, but you generally doesn't get that much of game time. How do you keep yourself in rhythm? For example, in CT, you're part of the team. You're hustling every day. How difficult it is to keep that rhythm going?
To get the rhythm going, it's not too difficult, honestly, because we get to practice every single day. We get to do what we want and work on what we want in different aspects of the game. So that way, I think to find the rhythm and to be on top of the game is in my control. And if I'm able to give in 100% in every single session, then I am gonna find the best rhythm and I am gonna find myself in the best belief system as well. So it's all about the purpose that I turn up with in every single practice session.
Oh, Vashi, how special is to get the coach's backing for example, take example of Gigi. He backs you a lot. How important is that to a player?
It makes a massive difference, honestly, and Gautam has made me understand what kind of a player I am and how I could go about my game in different situations as well. So that way, it's been a massive learning being under him, playing under him, and yes, it definitely makes a huge difference to also understand yourself and about your own skill sets, and that way your graph is just going up, and you're also getting a lot more perspectives about yourself with people around him. So I guess I've learned a lot about myself in the last few months for sure.
Actually, on the similar note, Gautiba is someone who is very he speaks less. And in GT, you're working with Asu Bhai. Asu, how it has been with Ashish Mehra? It's a new setup, new franchise for you. And what kind of his method? How his method is different from it's different from what you from national setup.
I mean, I've known him for quite a few years already. So we worked together in RCB as well. So I knew what to expect out of him and out of the culture in GT. I've obviously spoken to a lot of my friends about GT as well before coming in here. It's very good here, honestly. We get to practice a lot. We get to put in a lot of volume in terms of getting better in every skill set. And I mean, that way you're only going to improve. I mean, if you've got a purpose in your head and specifically are working on getting better in whatever aspect of the game it could be, it's bound to happen, and you're bound to find a best rhythm and eventually find the magic that you're looking for. So I think
and on coach Ashish Mehra, how is it? How it has been working with him?
Yeah, he believes a lot in adapting to situations and reading the conditions as early as possible. And we've been doing that really well as a team in the season. And yes, he believes a lot in putting in enough work in preparation. I think that has really, really worked for all of us, especially. I mean, no matter if you're youngsters or senior players, it's worked really well for us.
Vashi, you are a traditional off spinner, and the kind of pitches on which we play IPL, it's very difficult for a finger spinner to survive. Is it something, a new ball are you working on, be it a carom ball or with Mr. Rashid in your team? Is it something that you're picking up from him, or you're working on your own delivery, something that extra mystery thing? If you could talk about.
I mean, it's definitely exciting and fun to try out new deliveries, and also the deliveries that you could bowl uh, without having to change a lot of your DNA. And yes, that's quite fun for me to do every now and then, which I have been the last 1.5 years. Yes, end of the day, bowling is something that you need to enjoy no matter which format, and the more you enjoy and the more work you put in, you're eventually going to get better and see a lot of magic on the field.
A traditional spinner like you, on the pitches on which we play the IPL, it's very flat. How a traditional or finger spinner can survive? Because there's nothing for the spinners or bowlers generally.
I mean, even for the fast bowlers, there are a lot of times where there's nothing much at all. Now, apart from the first 2 overs, in some of the games, in some of the conditions where it might swing, there's not much for the fast bowlers at all. But they are able to be successful, and not just the off spinners, right? Even leg spinners can get as much from the surface. But it's about how they adapt to those situations and get the best out of themselves, and in such challenging situations is what is gonna make them quite different and make them stand apart. So yes, it's all about how you work on and how you think about your game as well.
Your last couple of questions, Vashi. There's a pull shot that you play. It kind of feels like when you hold the pose, it looks like Nataraja shot, and then there's a no-look shot. Is it something that you have, was it natural from the junior age, or is something that you have worked upon?
I mean, I think I start facing medium paces or fast bowlers very early in my age. I mean, very early in my career. That definitely helped. I mean, I remember going to Pace Foundation, MRF Pace Foundation, and batting against the fast bowlers from the age of 13. So that definitely has helped. Over the years, I've sort of understood how to go about facing speed and what are the shots that I could really be good at and I could keep improving on, especially against speed. So that's definitely helped for me. So it's just about understanding my game and understanding the shots that come quite natural to me, and obviously prepare those shots day in and day out and keep getting better and keep getting this.
Last question. Was there a point to prove against SRH? And do you feel, I mean, W.V. Raman, I've spoken with W.V. Raman so many times, he has specifically mentioned that top 5 is Washi's perfect, top 4, he should bat in top 4. Do you see yourself that number 4 is your perfect position, because you have started as a top order batter in all 3 formats, where you can accumulate, attack and do everything?
I mean, it's definitely fun to bat at the top because you get a lot more balls and yes, a lot more opportunities also that way to get some big runs. And yes, it's also exciting to go in the position or the situation where the team really demands you to get the best out of yourself and be able to win the game for the team. So it's all about trying to win the game for the team no matter what situation you're put in. So yeah, my focus will be on that, and yes, it's so much fun to bat at the top and face some swing or even speed, and some of times spin as well, quality spin as well. So trying to get the best out of my abilities in those situations will definitely make me feel happy.
Was there a point to prove against Sunrisers?
What's the point? What is the point?
I mean, like last season, you got to play only a couple of games. Is it something that comes up because in football we see like there's a point to prove, or if there's some transfer thing happened with the club? Was there something like that?
I mean, but what's the point in trying to prove a point? There's nothing. All of us really want to do well, and every support staff cares for the team and chooses the best decision for the team, and that's how it goes.
Thank you, Vashi.